Hey guys, it's your boy Tag here. As you can see from the video quality, the terrible video quality if it wasn't bad enough already. It's my time. I've had a really busy day, so I was gonna do this while the sun was out. So I've also got my headphones in because I noticed how bad the sound quality was in the last video, and well, hopefully this microphone works. If it doesn't, then well, it's just been a waste of both of our times. I'm gonna try something a little well ghetto, I guess. See if I can. That helps, right? Yeah. Alright. That's my phone's flashlight. Okay. So now you can actually see my face and not blending in with the shadows. One of the oldest jokes when they go old. Now, if you notice, I'm wearing the same jacket I wore yesterday. Super fun this far. And this is the same jacket I plan to wear for every single vlog video I do from here on afterwards. It's not because the only clothes I own. It's because I like this jacket, it's comfortable, and I'm just gonna make a part of my MO, like you know how Dexter Morgan's got his Butch's apron, Ishiko Kurosaki's got his orange hair, I guess, Naruto's got his jumpsuit, Batman's got his suits. Um, I can't think of any clever associations right now. It's been a long day. Gonna call it a night very soon, you know, I've got shifts tomorrow. But it's funny with these things because every time you spend time thinking up to it, you have so many ideas about what you want to talk about, and then when you finally get there, everything escapes you. Yeah. At some point in time, I was gonna talk about right. I was talking to what's her name? Hydrate. My girlfriend. She was telling me about this vlog, and I was telling me about how I have to moderate what I say and watch what I say because I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. I've got a strong case of foot and mouth syndrome, and I was telling you about how, I don't want to offend anyone out there, I don't want to be a public enemy of any sort. And she said, well, she's not going to bring out your true opinion and you're wasting people's time. And then I remembered I was doing this for you guys, I was doing this for myself. Then I also realized, I'm going to be true to myself. I need to be true, right? So I watch my language, but I'll keep my opinion as honest as I possibly can. Yeah. I've completely forgotten everything I was going to discuss. It's only been 2 minutes and 52 seconds. But should probably start with my childhood. That's a good. Alright, it's coming back to me now. I have this habit of Yes, now I remember what I want to talk about. Is why is the world so PC? The culture I was raised in, well, let me tell you a bit of myself. I'm German born in Berlin, 1992. From the age of 3 onwards, I was raised in Africa, in Zimbabwe to be more specific. Yeah, that's this little country that's just above South Africa. Um, I'm the oldest, got 3 brothers, so I was raised in an African household with 3 other male siblings. We had no sisters. Gender roles, there were no gender roles because there was only one gender. Well, initially, apparently, I was a bit sexist as a kid. There's a story my dad likes to tell where my mom, I think I must have been 5, my mom tells me to wash the dishes. And I tell her I ain't washing the dishes. And she's like, what? I was like, because that's a girl's job. Now, I tell you people now, if my dad had not been there, my mama would have beat the living shit out of me. Alright. My dad thinks it's the funniest thing ever. My mom was proper upset. She was gonna beat me, and my dad was like, no, just, kid doesn't know any better. Just teach him otherwise, and, if he does it again, then you can beat him. Just let him off. It's the first time. First warning, last warning. So, I mean, the way, I don't understand people so sensitive about everything. The way genders go, okay, yeah, I'm not entirely sexist, but I can't say I'm entirely neutral either. The way I've grown up, the way I feel is that whatever roles the best person for the role should do it. Alright? and also the person who's happiest fulfilling the role should also do it. So I'm not saying like men to do this, women to do that. I'm saying, like, for example, how do I not put my foot in my mouth here? I'm forgetting what I was trying to say. To me, gender roles are predictive, but they are not subjective or mandatory. Alright. So I'm saying, well, from what history has taught us anyway, and history isn't always right, we all know this, but history has a habit of repeating itself, and, like, when you work in the sciences, all you have to work with is, well, the evidence of the studies before you, and that in this case is history. And from what we've seen in history is, for example, women are good with children. So does that mean women should be housewives? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means if they want to be a housewife, it makes sense. It works. We've seen it. It's been tried. It's been tested. Humans have been growing up to be very nice people. Now, am I saying a woman have to stay in the house and, be restricted to just that? Nah. Am I saying men can't do that? Nah. I'm just saying you need to do and makes you happy. So, if you want to be a house husband, okay, that's your issue, not mine. I have no right to judge. I have no right to say anything. If you're happy, that's what matters. Right? Right. Anyway, moving on. I probably keep wondering what I keep figuring here. There's this novel I'm trying to write that I kind of want to make an anime, that I kind of want to make a manga, but I'm not really good at writing. So I've got these chibis I've been working on, and these are just random characters that I'm working on. It's probably very bad quality. I do apologize. It's probably the best I have to offer right now. But I'm jumping between subjects. I haven't said anything specifically useful. I mean, I just give of myself as possibly sexist, but hey, why is the world so sensitive? Why is everything being so PC? And why is everything being so hush hush? Like, fine, I get it. Like, it's a world where you want free opportunities and you want fairness to all people. But let me paint an analogy. Let's say you have a child. This child is the world, okay? And you want to look after this child. You revere this child. No, you love this child. Let's keep it simple. I have a bad habit of using words that I don't really understand. Let's keep it simple. You love this child. You want to look after this child. Alright. And there are a couple of things in the world that aren't so good. There are a couple of things that could potentially hurt the child or potentially make him strong. Now, how are you going to raise a child? Are you going to raise a child by putting him in a bubble? Protecting him from all these other things so that he, or she, alright, stay safe and doesn't get hurt? Or are you going to expose this child to these elements which won't kill the child, might hurt him, her, a little here, there, but they'll probably come out in one piece? Which are you going to do? It makes more sense for option B, for the latter, right? Because, I mean, they come out stronger. Like, if we PC everything, like, look, I understand the need for PC, and I understand sometimes situations do get out of hand, but, if I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore. But for example, now every time something's asked about me, or if I want to make a joke, if I want to say something, I have to review whether there's any gender based in it. If there's anything gender based in it, I can't share it because then I'm offending all the people that are gender sensitive. If there's anything considering orientation, I can't say it because then I'm discriminating against gender preferences. So if I think something is unbecoming to me, I can't say, oh, that's gay, because that makes me a homophobe. Well, maybe it doesn't to you, but where I am, for some people, it does. If I say something like, I didn't do that because I'm a man, that could be seen as offensive and sexist. If I say, I'm not gonna do that, that's so white, that makes me racist. Like, it's becoming overly sensitive, and this is demonstrated in the body via things like allergies. That's another analogy, like when you overreact to something that isn't actually harmful. That's what an analogy basically is. It's an over response to something that generally does not harm your body, but your body just blows it out of proportion and bam. But I've gone over my 6 minute limit, and I think I've put my foot in my mouth enough already, so I'm gonna cut it short. I know most vlogs are deep, and people get to a conclusion of some sort. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to babble. To be fair, I did have quite a bit to drink. I remember I was in a trouble fight. I did have quite a bit to drink. Because of that, that's probably why there's no real structure to what I'm saying. There's no progression. There's no order. It's just random shots coming in from all angles, and for that I apologize. My dad, for the last couple of years, has been sitting me down and telling me, son, Ranganite. My parents call me Ranganite, but everywhere else in this country, everyone else calls me Scotty because they can't seem to remember my first name. It's difficult to remember because it's not something you're familiar with. Some people take offense at that, which goes back to the whole sensitivity thing I was talking about. I'm just like, whatever, look, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Why should I care? It's not going to change my life, alright? And I'm not going to let something like that, I'm not going to waste my energy. I have more important things to worry about. But he sits me down and he says, because I tell him, he's like, what you think? And I tell him, oh, I started drinking whiskey with the boys. He sits me down and he's like, at your age, you need to protect your liver. Stick to bottled carbonated alcoholic beverages like beer, not whiskey, not vodka. You need to protect your liver. I mean, pancreas. Nah, it was liver. It was liver. I need to protect my liver. And generally, I do a good job of that, but I have friends. And it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and my friend got me this Gentleman Jack. It was this big ass bottle of whiskey that came with a mixer, bottle thing, cup thing. I really appreciate it. It's nice. I'm very happy. Unfortunately, I only drink whiskey and beer, usually beer. So because I got a mixer now, a cool mixer, what's the point of having one if I'm not going to use it, right? So now I'm gonna have to start drinking cocktails. So probably help me with a couple of suggestions. I guess that'd be much appreciated. I'm gonna call it a night now. But one thing I wanted to get into a habit of was always recommending something at the end of every vlog. Okay, so I'm gonna start with music. The thing I thought I'd recommend to you is this mixtape that was dropped by Slaughterhouse about a year ago, well, sometime last year. It's called House Rules. It's somewhat short, moderate length. Very good, very good, very good. I think you'll enjoy it if you're into rap. You got Royce da 5'9", Joe Budden, got crazy flows. The whole Slaughterhouse crew is on it. My favorite track, I'd have to say I'm split between The Struggle and House Rules. So that is all for me. Hopefully tomorrow I will stick to my designated 6 minutes. Have a good night, and I will see you the next day.